This September, Team Dimension Data and Zwift are joining forces to create a unique cycling opportunity. Open to cyclists of all ages and abilities, the Team Dimension Data Zwift Academy is a world-class training program designed to make you a rider who will accomplish more than just personal fitness gains. For every 10 cyclists who graduate the academy, Zwift will donate a Quebec bike to help mobilize South African communities.
The work that we do with Quebec, we can change the lives of many different people in communities, and hopefully one day a child that starts on a Quebec bicycle ends up at the Tour de France. Zwift is an amazing platform to connect with fans and to ride with people around the world, and takes indoor training to another level.
Zwift, it feels real, like you do a climb, 20-minute climb, a 30-minute climb, it feels real, and that you can really relate that to racing. I always say it's like the best thing since SRM.
I think it's a lot of people that are really strong and maybe not have the chance to show how strong they are.
The Academy doesn't stop here. Top performing graduates under the age of 22 will be invited to compete for a contract with Team Dimension Data's U23 Continental Squad.
This is a real opportunity for any under 23 rider from around the world to come into our Continental team to showcase their talent and to be a part of the national team circuits and the under 23 circuits, and then potentially get into the world tours.
I truly believe that Zwift Academy is going to fill in a huge chunk of that journey from being a dreamer to the reality at the end.
Zwift and Team Dimension Data challenge you to train today for a stronger, better tomorrow. Take action now and sign up at academy.zwift.com.
Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Just getting ready to roll out here. We are all queued up in the pen here, and just giving some last-minute instructions to the group before we roll out. We are here for the men's endurance ride for the Zwift Academy. This ride is, we do 3 10-minute blocks at 3.5 watts per kilogram. We'll start by rolling out for 10 minutes at 2.0, and then we will bump it up after 10 minutes to 3.5. We'll do that for 10 minutes. We'll do a 5 minutes break in between those at 2.0 watts per kilogram, and then go again. So we'll do 3 of those sets, and then cool down again at 2.0 watts per kilogram. I'm your host tonight. My name's Casey Schumm. Live in Illinois, and been riding Zwift for probably close to 3 years now. Pretty much since it started. I do a lot of time trials and triathlon and a few bike races here and there. Do a ton of Zwift racing. We're getting ready to roll out here, so I gotta type some instructions. We're just going to kind of roll out here together and group up, hold this 2.0, and see how the group does. For those of you that have watched me before, I may look a little different tonight. I'm on my time trial bike, so I'm going to tuck in a little bit when we do the intervals. I've also added a little weight to my avatar in the game tonight, so I can do some harder intervals here. So the 3.5 watts per kilogram is going to be around 280 watts for me tonight. So I'll be suffering a little more than normal, trying to get a little workout in myself. If anybody has any questions, I am watching chat at Mixer, Facebook, and Twitch. I'll be talking a little bit when we get into some of the suffering. I may not be quite as chatty. For those of you that don't know what the Academy is, this is more than just a competition, the Zwift Academy. It's a global training community open to male riders of all ages and abilities. Over a 6-week period, Zwifters will complete workouts, group rides, races, all created by elite coaches, Team Dimension Data, and their partners. Secondly, there's a commitment to provide at least 500 Buffalo bikes for charity partner Quebeca. Zwift will donate 1 bike for every 10 graduates at the Academy. So a lot of these guys are here just to graduate from the Academy for the bikes to be donated for Quebeca. And then thirdly, it's a talent program for under 23 graduates of the Academy. They have an opportunity. One person will win and earn a contract with Team Dimension Data Continental Squad. So, it's a big win for the under 23 group. One says, yep, should be doing schoolwork. Yeah, for sure. D. Williams is Daffod. I don't expect that he is in here right now, but he probably was earlier today for Ants March. I'm guessing he's asleep right now, being in Europe, I believe. Getting a good warm-up on. I am keeping an eye on all the chat rooms, guys, so if you got a question, shout it out. We are live, Zwift Community Live, Facebook, Mixer, and Twitch. Hello over there at Mixer. That's my only active chat right now. No problem, Ants March. So Ants March is a KRT team member. I'm not sure which one. Are you my buddy with new pedals? I wish I had the end of that race to do over again, but that's alright. It was fun. Hey, New Jay, how's it going? You should be in here riding with us, shouldn't you? We added a little height and weight tonight, so you guys are going to see me suffer a little bit. Yeah. My 3.5 tonight should be around 280, so going to be some nice sweet spot intervals on the time trial bike. So I'll be getting low and chewing on the stem a little bit. Once we get a little started into the suffering, I'll give you guys a little promo on Zwift Academy. You can come back and watch us suffer a little more. Oh, awesome, New Jay. So you're in the group. Cool deal. Yep, every single person you see on my screen, PvP King, is a real person on a real bike, very similar to what you see me doing right now. The power they put into their legs goes into the game. Rick Chang, thanks for the comments over there at Facebook. Good to see, I know they're coming through now. Yeah, new. Let me know if that works for you. All right, 30 seconds. Victoria Williams says, chewing on the stem. Never heard that put that way before. That's a common cycling term, chewing on the stem. Head down, working hard. Here we go. The work is starting, guys. You'll see my heart rate climb pretty well here. Ice cream, I'll have some of that later. You guys notice a little bit of sound coming through? That's the noise of the cobbles from the game coming through. Kind of that static right now. They like my headband. At the moment, I am at 175 pounds and 6'2". I'm actually 150 pounds and 5'8". So I added a little weight and height so I could do a little more work here. Good question over there at Facebook. Hello, the Jedi Knight Mixer. How you doing? Alright guys, well, we're suffering here a little bit. I'm going to give you a little Academy promo. We'll be back in just a minute.
This September, Team Dimension Data and Zwift are joining forces to create a unique cycling opportunity. Open to cyclists of all ages and abilities, the Team Dimension Data Zwift Academy is a world-class training program designed to make you a rider who will accomplish more than just personal fitness gains. For every 10 cyclists who graduate the Academy, Zwift will donate a Quebec bike to help mobilize South African communities.
The work that we do with Quebec, we can change the lives of many different people and communities, and hopefully one day a child that starts on a Quebec bicycle ends up at the Tour de France. Zwift is an amazing platform to connect with fans and to ride with people around the world, and takes indoor training to another level.
Zwift, it feels real. Like you do a climb, 20-minute climb, a 30-minute climb, it feels real, and that you can really relate that to racing. I always say it's like the best thing since SRM.
I think it's a lot of people that are really strong and maybe not have the chance to show how strong they are.
The Academy doesn't stop here. Top performing graduates under the age of 22 will be invited to compete for a contract with Team Dimension Data's U23 Continental Squad.
This is a real opportunity for any under 23 rider from around the world to come into our Continental team to showcase their talent and to be a part of the national team circuits and the under 23 circuits, and then potentially get into the world tours.
I truly believe that Zwift Academy is going to fill in a huge chunk of that journey from being a dreamer to the reality at the end.
Zwift and Team Dimension Data challenge you to train today for a stronger, better tomorrow. Take action now and sign up at academy.zwift.com.
There you go, a little information about the Academy. We're going hard till the clock hits 20 minutes. So I'll be struggling here for a bit. Saturday night I did a race over my lunch hour today. So I did a 1 hour really hard race and then this ride here. So I'm about an hour and a half into rides today. My legs are hurting a little bit. Whew, all right, recover a little bit here. Hey Docile, how's it going? Thanks for the host, Docile, appreciate it. I'm doing pretty good. Suffering a bit tonight on the ride. Getting a hard one in. So when we do the hard efforts, I'll be a little quiet probably. Riding my TT bike tonight. So when we get in the hard efforts, I get my head down a little bit. Work on the TT position a little bit. Staying out of the shape leg conversation they got going on here in chat, if you've seen it in the game. For those of you that don't know, it is very common for cyclists, men, to shave their legs for a lot of different reasons. Hey, Bass Mango. Glad you made it back. We're just in the rest period here. We are live at Mixer, Twitch, and Facebook, and YouTube. If you haven't already, follow us at one or all or any of those places. Sign up for live notifications or real-time notifications. When we go live, you will be notified. There are rides like this. There are races where you get to watch the racers suffer. There are races where you get to see commentators like Jesper Anker and Nathan Guerra talk about the racing and give you a play-by-play and explain some things to you. There are fitness workouts with Zuskana, many different things. So a lot of Zwift content here. Like and follow the pages. Turn on the notifications for when we go live. You'll get all kinds of cool Zwift related content. Shoot, Dasa, what's your question? I'll do my best. Bass Mango, I always win the group ride. Easy to beat them in a race when they don't know they're racing. Hey, thanks for the host. Docile, no, you don't need to buy everything from the Zwift store. You can go to other outlets to get a bike, to get a trainer, all of those things. Just use ones that are compatible with Zwift. There we go. So if you don't already have a bike, Docile, you need to pick yourself up a bike and a trainer. A lot of good outlets for those out there. You can go used in your local market, online sites to buy used and new, local bike store. So yeah, if you've already got a classic trainer, if it's one that's already compatible with Zwift, you could get yourself a ANT plus speed dongle and just use that to connect and ride on Z-Power. Nice cheap way to get started. Or you could go get yourself a smart trainer or a power meter, something like that. A lot of different options. Sentences will get shorter now. Not sure about rocket bikes. Oh yeah, Lachlan Morton could definitely give you ideas on good gear. May have some connections for you even. Interesting conversation in game. No shortcuts. Suck it up and do the work. Rule number 5. Careful on the comments, guys. Keep it family friendly, please. Anybody know what the big Q on the back of our jersey stands for? Q for Quebeca, which is the charity organization that will be donating the buffalo bikes. New Jay wins. I think New Jay even spelled it right. I keep botching the spelling. Docile, it does not matter how old you are. U23 are the only ones that qualify for the pro contract, but any male can join to help complete the goal and donate bikes. Under 18, I don't believe can join, unfortunately. But you can get on Zwift. Just can't join the academy. With parental consent, any minor can join and ride. My daughter rides with me sometimes. Yeah, docile, that's a good goal. Start working on it now. I wish I would have started when I was young. Yep, I'm on a bike, pedaling hard on a time trial bike. My bike is on a smart trainer that is broadcasting my watts and power in the upper left. That's what moves my avatar forward. Beats per minute is a heart rate strap, and my feet are the controller. My heart rate's coming down now, guys, so I'll talk a little bit more. Let me catch my breath. There was a question if I'm on a bike. I am on a time trial bike with power meter pedals on it, attached to a smart trainer that replaces my rear wheel. So mine's a pretty high-end setup. The game, as far as you steering on the road, the game does that for you as far as your position on the road, left or right, and keeping you going straight or around the corners. There are a few locations where you will see an arrow come up below me. There are intersections where you can choose to turn and take a different course. But when you're in a group like this, in an event module, you can't make those turns. So you'll see it pop up, but it won't let me actually change my direction. So you're not actually steering, but you can choose left or right at some of the intersections. The primary control is my feet in the pedals, producing output that is communicated to the computer wirelessly through an ANC plus USB dongle that moves my guy forward. So, a lot of big science-y, techy stuff there, but the letter next to my name, the letter X after my name, is an indication of my team. So I'm a part of Team Experimental on Zwift. So we're an online team that's all around the world. We are very heavily involved in Zwift racing. We run the XRS Race Series, and we are also partners with the CBR World Cup arena events, which actually one of my teammates is the person who started those, and a lot of my teammates are very heavily involved in that. That's Team Experimental online, and we have a big presence there. And then the jersey I have on is actually for my triathlon team locally, T3. You can see that. So I'm pretty heavily involved in my local triathlon club as well. Cool, thanks for the follow, and get that homework done. That's important. Appreciate you dropping in. Hey Sushi, how you doing? Good to see you. The A next to my name, okay. So, the little kind of triangle, white triangle with the red center, I'm assuming what you're talking about. That indicates that I'm registered for the Academy. So anybody in the right-hand side that has that little emblem next to my name means we've registered for the Academy. So we are earning things in-game for that charity or to earn that contract that we've been talking about here. You'll notice most of the people in this ride have that little triangle next to the name. If anybody's watching, the C was the category that this group ride was listed under. Most group rides are listed from A through E, depending on their level of difficulty, or expected difficulty anyway. So that's what the C does. This was a C category ride. Anybody out there that's in Zwift right now, that is active in Zwift, tomorrow or Friday is the last day to sign up for the Academy. So the Academy's still open even though we're doing Academy stuff. So get signed up. Here we go. This ride's actually a borderline between a C and a B. Our work intervals are 3.5 watts per kilogram, which is above a C category. The overall average will be in that C range. Sushi, I've added on a few pounds to do harder work tonight, so I'm pushing pretty hard here. I see Sushi was over at Twitch too. See you, Bass Mango. Thanks for hanging out. These guys are holding it together really well tonight. One last promo for the last interval here, guys.
This September, Team Dimension Data and Zwift are joining forces to create a unique cycling opportunity. Open to cyclists of all ages and abilities, the Team Dimension Data Zwift Academy is a world-class training program designed to make you a rider who will accomplish more than just personal fitness gains. For every 10 cyclists who graduate the Academy, Zwift will donate a Quebec bike to help mobilize South African communities.
The work that we do with Quebec, we can change the lives of many different people and communities, and hopefully one day a child that starts on a Quebec bicycle ends up at the Tour de France. Zwift is an amazing platform to connect with fans and to ride with people around the world, and takes indoor training to another level.
Zwift, it feels real, like you do a climb, 20-minute climb, a 30-minute climb, it feels real, and that you can really relate that to racing. I always say it's like the best thing since SRM.
I think it's a lot of people that are really strong and maybe not have the chance to show how strong they are.
The Academy doesn't stop here. Top performing graduates under the age of 22 will be invited to compete for a contract with Team Dimension Data's U23 Continental Squad.
This is a real opportunity for any under 23 rider from around the world to come into our continental team to showcase their talent and to be a part of the national team circuits and the under 23 circuits, and then potentially get into the world tours.
I truly believe that Zwift Academy is going to fill in a huge chunk of that journey from being a dreamer to the reality at the end.
Zwift and Team Dimension Data challenge you to train today for a stronger, better tomorrow. Take action now and sign up at academy.zwift.com.
All right, there's the promo. Had a question come in over at Mixer. Are all real riders real people, or some computers? They're all real riders. So, just in this event, we have about 100 riders. Anyone you see that is not in the black and green jersey is not in our event. There's probably, I don't know, 400 or 500 people on course right now, is my guess. Docile, if you haven't been riding outdoors and that, it's hard to gauge with your fitness. But most fit non-cyclists are probably going to start somewhere a C class after a couple weeks of getting used to it. It's about power output, not age. No problem, Docile. Happy to answer questions. Love to see young people involved in things like cycling. Keep you fit and healthy for the rest of your life. Give me a minute, Nightwind. Suffering. And we're off. Forgot my graph at the bottom for you guys. Okay. So, I'm going to start with Nightwind's question. What's the startup cost? If you already have a bike and a reasonable computer or iOS device or Mac, a trainer and a little bit of electronics can be under $150 to get started. If you need a bike or you need to buy a computer, it can get costly. And if you want to get into high-end equipment like I've got, power meters, smart trainers, you can easily get big money. But if you have a bicycle, there are good, budget-friendly trainers and speed sensors that will hook up and allow you to do this on an iOS device, a computer, or a Mac, soon to be Android, very easily. The map in the top right, we are actually docile. Let me turn on my cursor so I can kind of show you a little bit. So I got the capture cursor on now. I think you can see my cursor. Yeah. So, I'm not sure if it's going to work here. Let's expand it and try it. Okay. The start is actually where the Z is, here. And that's where we started to come this direction. But we are on a short flat loop that is really only taking us back and forth in circles around this green dot to the left-hand side. If I was outside the event, I would be able to turn a different direction and get on a hilly loop. But in this event here, I'm stuck here. Big razor blade, I'm sorry to hear that. So everybody, thanks for joining in. We're just cooling off here. How would you join these docile? Well, first you have to get signed up for Zwift at Zwift.com, and then these events are listed on their website. I think if you actually go to Zwift.com/events, you'll find them. Oh, this was a lot of fun. Can't tight. DVR this weekend. Spirited Gang, this is a online massive multiplayer cycling application. Every person you see on screen is riding a bike similar to me. Five group rides. Hey, for those of you guys online, thanks for coming. It was fun. Like us, follow us at Mixer, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. We have video on demand there. We have ongoing race content, group rides like this. Thanks to Team Dimension Data, Quebec Bikes, Zwift for doing the academy. Good luck to the under 23 folks in the academy. And thanks for hanging out with me. It was a fun ride. We're going to catch you guys all next Monday and Wednesday night. I'll be here at the same time slot. And we'll talk to you all later. We'll leave you with one little last bit of promo. And see you guys next time. Thanks for joining.
This September, Team Dimension Data and Zwift are joining forces to create a unique cycling opportunity. Open to cyclists of all ages and abilities, the Team Dimension Data Zwift Academy is a world-class training program designed to make you a rider who will accomplish more than just personal fitness gains. For every 10 cyclists who graduate the academy, Zwift will donate a Quebec bike to help mobilize South African communities.
The work that we do with Quebec, we can change the lives of many different people and communities, and hopefully one day a child that starts on a Quebec bicycle ends up at the Tour de France. Zwift is an amazing platform to connect with fans and to ride with people around the world, and takes indoor training to another level.
Zwift, it feels real. Like you do a climb, 20-minute climb, a 30-minute climb, it feels real, and that you can really relate that to racing. I always say it's like the best thing since SRM.
I think it's a lot of people that are really strong and maybe not have the chance to show how strong they are.
The Academy doesn't stop here. Top performing graduates under the age of 22 will be invited to compete for a contract with Team Dimension Data's U23 Continental Squad.
This is a real opportunity for any under 23 rider from around the world to come into our Continental team to showcase their talent and to be a part of the national team circuits and the under 23 circuits, and then potentially get into the world tours.
I truly believe that Zwift Academy is going to fill in a huge chunk of that journey from being a dreamer to the reality at the end.
Zwift and Team Dimension Data challenge you to train today for a stronger, better tomorrow. Take action now and sign up at academy.zwift.com.